Good morning, dear students. Welcome back to the class. So the introduction of integers was already given to you in the previous class. Today we will see exercise 1.3. They are asking you to find the quotient in each of the following. Quotient is what? Quotient was dividend by divisor. So everywhere you have to divide and find the quotient. Now, before we talk about the division, the basic rule was when the integers of same sign were divided, whether they were both plus and plus or minus and minus, quotient was always positive, isn't it? And when the integers have negative sign, opposite sign, either minus and plus or plus and minus, then the quotient was always negative. This is the basic rule, only this much you have to remember. So question number 1, subpart 2 is done here. Minus 243 divided by 9, when you will divide, you will get the answer, you will get the quotient as 27. Now since one of them has a minus sign, another has a plus sign, so answer quotient will have a minus sign, minus 27. 10th minus and plus again, 810 has a minus sign, 27 doesn't have any sign, it means it has a plus sign. So after dividing, you'll get the answer as 30 and it will have a negative sign. Question number 2, they are asking to write the following in simplest form. Simplest means we used to divide them with the HCF, dividing both the number by HCF. Okay, so for second part, minus 195 divided by minus 13. So their HCF is 13. You are dividing both sides with the 13. So 13 divided by 13 is a 1. 195 divided by 13 is a 15. Now both of them have a negative sign. So the quotient will have a positive sign. So marked questions you can see, you have your classworks and your homeworks. Question number 3, simplify. Simplify simply means do whatever is asked. So here actually two divisions are given in a single question. So you do the first part and you do the second part. Minus 56 by minus 8 will give you a 7 by 1, and minus 7 by 7. Minus 7 by 7 will be minus 1 by 1. That is minus 1 by 1. When you will subtract, you will get the answer as 6 by 1. That is equal to 6 is your answer. Question number 4. Here they have given you the values of A as 24, B as 8 and C as 4. You have to verify. We have done this kind of questions. Just put the values of A, B, C and check. Here both should be different, because they are asking about this symbol, not equal to. When I talk about this symbol stands for equal to, means LHS should be equal to RHS. This symbol stands for not equal to. So your LHS and RHS should be different. Fifth and sixth are done here as your classwork. Write 4 pair of integer a and b such that a by b is minus 4. So you have to think of any two numbers a and b which when divided give you a minus 4. So I have taken 4 by minus 1. A is 4 here, b is minus 1. That's how the quotient is coming as minus 4. Another possibility can be minus 8 by 2, that is minus 4. Minus 24 by minus 6 will also give minus 4. Minus 16 by 4 will also give minus 4. Even other so many numbers. If I write minus 100 by 25. So 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are 100, minus this will also give a minus 4. So you will have so many solutions. You only have to write any 4. You can write either yourself or you can copy from here. Question number 6. Give 3 examples to prove that P and Q are two integers, but P by Q is not necessarily an integer. For question number 5, these all were integers and this was also integer. But here we have to write so that they are not integer. I have done one for you. and the other two you will write yourself. You have to think of some integers, like let us say p is minus 2 and q is 3. Then what will be p by q? P by q will be minus 2 by 3. Minus 2 by 3 is not an integer. Okay, if you see it, it is a kind of fraction. Okay, actually it's a rational number. So I will not talk about rational number now. We'll talk about it later. But anyways, it is not an integer. Integer should be what? Either integer should have a positive value, negative value, or 0. Not it shouldn't be a fraction. No fraction. So I have written one for you. Rest two are your homeworks for question number 6. That was all for today, my dear students. But before I wind up the class, I have some reminders for you all. Please make margin line after every question, classwork with date and homework with date. And these two should be written in block and big letters so that I can see. It becomes difficult at times. That was all for today, my dear students. You have Saturday and Sunday. Have a lovely weekend. Enjoy your days and do study. Thank you.